from the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, we're still talking tornadoes from the second day of the new year. We ended up with another tornado that was offered up by the National Weather Service and Mother Nature originally. So that ended up with 5. That's a lot. Hopefully we don't get any more this year, because now we're in the #1 spot for January, because January usually doesn't have tornadoes. Usually it's in the deep south instead of here. And we can only go back to 2021 when we had 4. So again, it's been pretty active in the last couple of years. And the latest one, Fairland, up in the northeast quarter of the state, and the one that's north of Pryor. And then, of course, as we said, the one over Kerr Reservoir, then the one near Eufaula, then the one back up in Osage County. We also mentioned EFU, and a lot of people are kind of like, what? I had some people on Facebook saying, anybody could have a tornado that's known as unknown, but it has to have confirmation. You have to have a radar confirmation that something happened there, and also a visual aspect of it, or some damage. Because if there's a lack of damage, or a lack of visual, or a lack of radar, you can't rate it as any type of tornado, but you can give it at least an unknown and know that it was a tornado. So that's what we wanted to clarify, because a lot of people were confused on that. All right, so out to the west, no tornadoes, but man, tons and tons of water. And then we've had high clouds streaming into Oklahoma. This is all coming from the Pacific. A lot of times, most of our moisture comes from the Gulf of Mexico, and most of our high, thin clouds do come from the southwest and the Pacific. But this has just been continuous, because it's one after another storm systems. This last one has been a monster. They're getting the last of the big wave. 1 to 3 feet of additional snow tonight in the Sierras. Good news for skiers around Salt Lake City. They have winter storm warnings, but they take it because they need the moisture, and they'll take the snow for skiing, so that's good news there. As these storm systems come flying out, there's a couple of things going on. First of all, we have Pacific air. Pacific air is milder than Canadian air or Arctic air, which we had to endure over Christmas. So we're not getting that from the north. All of our air is coming from out of the west. So even though it's hammering California and the northwest, it's not really doing anything bad here. And when we get a northwest flow like we're going to get on Monday night as the storm system comes through, it's not that cold. It just takes us down to normal. We do have a system coming in sometime on Wednesday night into Thursday that actually could make it through the mountainous terrains of out west, and then have enough time to stir up some moisture here in eastern Oklahoma, primarily along the Arkansas border into Arkansas at this point. So much of Oklahoma isn't looking all that great. It'll be a little cooler for a while, but there's still, most of the storms are staying out west and just to our north. Right now it is quiet across the area. We're sitting at 46 degrees, a light west wind, 40% humidity. Metro temperatures are still in the 40s, which would be a normal high for this time of year. We do have a chance of a few sprinkles as we go into the morning hours. A lot of this won't touch the ground. We'll be in the 30s in the morning, upper 50s, low 60s in the afternoon, with a good south breeze blowing through. And then the system comes through early in the morning on Saturday with a gustier northwest wind. We'll keep clouds around, so that will slow us down. That'll be kind of chilly with gusty northwest winds. And then Sunday's sunshine and light winds, and should turn out to be very, very nice. Overall, though, a lot of days out in the Panhandle that haven't seen rain. Over 120 days at Guyman with less than a quarter inch of rain. Got to find some water out there. 40 degrees, and we're looking at about 31 in the morning. A little bit on the cold side, but not too awful bad. And then as we go through the daytime hours, a jump into the 50s by noon. And as we extend the forecast out, you can see that a very nice day, breezy, few sprinkles tomorrow. Then they'll be followed with the next chance of sprinkles or showers coming up on Wednesday into Thursday. But there's no bitter cold air. I don't know if we want to call this Chamber of Commerce January, but it certainly is not something bad for anybody that's moving to Oklahoma right now.